So this video review is for Come By Me by Kate Hershberger. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on my blog, there's a link in the post. And this is video review. So Come By Me by Kate Hershberger. Despite some of the darkness in this, it was really cute and really fun. Jazz is on vacation in New Orleans. She meets Sophie, who's an author and working on her final book in her best-selling series, and she just happens to be living next door to where Jazz is staying. So they're in very close proximity of one another, and they instantly share this attraction and are wary about getting involved with each other. But when their paths cross again, because Jazz just happens to get a promotion and put in charge of a project to turn a novel into a movie, typically that novel just happens to be Sophie's first, with a very beloved character for Sophie. So from start to finish, this was fun because you knew it was going to be disruptive, and it was from both Jazz's and Sophie's points of view. So you were getting that alternating insight into what was going on with them both. And they were wary, both of them, of acting on their attraction to one another in the first place, because it was all situational. Sophie didn't want to make things awkward for the guests staying next door and mess up the rental. And then Jazz doesn't want to get involved and feel like she has to hide all vacation if things go wrong. And then it was so cute how they tried to get along without acting on anything, until like fate just was like, nope, not having this, and intervened in the most typical of ways that it can, both sort of on a temporary scale at the beginning in part one, where they've met on the vacation, and then more long term in part two, where it was like, you can produce the film of Sophie's novel back in each other's lives, thinking they sort of wouldn't see anything again when they sort of came back together. So I loved that, all those little interactions they shared, and then how Jazz's friends were also encouraging her to pursue things with Sophie in the hopes that she'd return to New Orleans more permanently because they missed her, which was really lovely, really, really sweet. Sophie was actually really cute and humble about her work as an author. She was so connected, very deeply connected to her characters and the stories, and it was clear just how much that was was driven by her passion, and because we were getting Sophie's point of view, we were sort of getting her perspective to know that it was also fueled by events and things that she knew about. So when we really got to know her, it all became very clear why she was so protective and cared so deeply about her character. The subject of the novels was dark, and the characters that they had to sort of audition for, there was one in particular where the actress really helped to, the actress they were auditioning really helped to sort of portray and share the emotion of the story and the drive behind the character, and where that had all come from within Sophie. So then that gave Jazz a bit of insight into connecting the dots and realizing this had a deeper meaning for Sophie, and then they could talk about it. So this was such a personal project for both her and then for Jazz, because it was a massive opportunity, and then working on it together was key to them strengthening their relationship and really getting together and knowing that that was going to be okay. And of course, throughout all this, it wasn't without its drama, because it has to have that, and it had some very emotional moments, especially with sort of Sophie telling Jazz about her experiences and how that's how they got to the point they were with the novel and the character. So it was really exciting from start to finish, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope that Jazz and Sophie will actually feature in future stories, or maybe even we'll get the story about their character in Sophie's novel. That would be really cool as well. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so that you can grab a copy of Come By Me by Kate Hershberger, which I hope you will. If you've read Come By Me, would love to know what you thought of it. If you haven't read it yet, but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're super intrigued right now and thinking, yeah, I want to give that a go. And then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you have as much fun and find it as cute and fun and it's exciting as I did, because it was a really great read. Really hope you enjoy it. Bye.